So what should I do, Buckaroos? How the heck are you? So I'm trying something new here, so it's kind of a test run. StreamYard is going up on their prices, so I wanted to try something different. So I was looking up different things and wanted to check into Restream here. So I wanted to see how this was going to work. So it's kind of a test run. I've never done some of this before. As you can see, I've got a virtual background in me. And I've never used one like this before, so I want to see how everything works. So bear with me. I'm probably going to be pressing buttons all the way through here to see what does what. So I'm still having issues getting it to everywhere I want to get it. Right now, I just have it going straight to YouTube, but I do have the link on Facebook and I do have the link on Twitter. So if you click on that link, it'll take you straight to YouTube. It won't show the feed on Facebook like I had with StreamYard yet. I'm having issues trying to figure things out because, as you all know, I'm a little technologically challenged. But so I'm going to be kind of trying things as we go here till I can figure out what does what. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay, like I said, bear with me as I try. Like I was trying to fiddle with it before I went live, but I wasn't quite getting what did what. So let me kind of play around with it all. There we go. Welcome to my stream, as it says there. Ask questions. It says there. Okay. There we go. Anyway, I'm gonna let me pop a beer. I just got home from work. Well, about I don't know, about 30 minutes ago. Enough time to grab something to eat and relax a second, and try to figure this shit out. Anyways, launch it. I'd start with a cheap beer and we'll work better. I usually start good and work down, but we're going to start with a cheap one to get a little something going here. Picked up this Jim Beam Winterfest the other day. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, notes of vanilla and cinnamon. It's 86 proof, 6 years old. So it's a 6-year-old bourbon. Their Jim Beam Black extra aged is 7 years. Originally, Jim Beam Black was 8 years old. They took the 8 off to say extra age, but now it says specifically 7. Because they were saying it was a blend of 6 to 8 year old whiskeys. Now they're just saying it's 7. So I want to pour myself a little bit there. Right over the lid. There it is. So I fiddle around with this. This is the first time I've tried to put a background on there. This is actually a picture that I took back in September. It is the barrel room at the Brewdog there in Columbus, Ohio. That'll make a nice background, right? But I don't know why I'm kind of glitching in and out of the scene. I can't quite figure it all out. Like I said, I'm technologically challenged, so this is kind of a test run. Anyways, launch it. Using my Jim Beam Black glass. You know, it ain't bad. It ain't bad for $25 a bottle. At 86 proof, it is nice. They tell you a lot of cinnamon. I believe it says cinnamon, clove, hints of vanilla and cinnamon. And then here it says notes of vanilla with a hint of clove and cinnamon. Yeah. You are going to pick out more, or you can pick out more if you're familiar with spice notes. So there's a lot going on there. But it's nice. Yeah, I mean, you know, it is a decent bourbon for what it is. And I don't know if it shows the comments different than on my StreamYard. So post a comment. I don't know if I'll get it or not, to be honest with you. I'm still trying to figure this shit out. But if you are watching me, Slancha, and I appreciate it. Let me get back to my cheap beer here, because I don't want that to get warm. So we're going to finish it rather quickly. Got about a swallow left there. So, oh, excuse me. I'm off the next two, so I can relax tonight. That's why I want to try test out this new platform. And it took me a long time to figure out StreamYard, so I don't expect to figure out everything the first time I used it. But there were some features available here that I didn't have on StreamYard, but there are some features on StreamYard that I won't have here. The problem on StreamYard was going up so much that there was no way I could afford it. And this was about a third of the price. It doesn't go to quite as many channels, but it has other features that the other that StreamYard didn't for a lot less money. So it's just going to take me a little bit to figure it out. Is the thing. The thing is, it's just going to take me a minute. Oh, mercy. Oh, excuse me. I like the, yeah, so I can't figure it. It's got me kind of coming in and out. I don't know how to fix that. Again, this is the first time I used it, but I like that I was playing around trying to find a picture, and I like the barrel house picture here. Ah, there we go. Oh, mercy. Anyway, I digress. How's everybody doing out there? It is a Monday, so for most of you, it's the beginning of the week, I guess. For me, it's the end. My weekend is usually Tuesdays and Wednesdays now, which is okay. So I did have weekends off for a long time, but then I worked retail for about 30 plus years, and so I didn't have weekends off for a long time at a time when I could have used them. But now it's just the wife and I, so it really doesn't matter which 2 days I'm off, to be honest. And if we want to do something, well, hell, we can easily do it on a Tuesday or Wednesday as opposed to a Saturday or Sunday with a lot less crowds. So, and if we are going out of town, hotel rooms tend to be cheaper on Tuesday and Wednesday than on a Saturday and Sunday or a Friday and Saturday. So anyway, I grabbed the Sam Adams OVP, Oaked Vanilla Porter, at 5.8%. Not a big one, but it is nice. I picked up a mix pack at, actually, my wife found it, a mix pack at Sam's. It was a 30 pack. The main reason I bought it is Sam Adams used to have this habit of putting the Boston Lager in everything. And it's not that I have a hate for the Boston Lager. It's just that when I buy a holiday pack, well, that's something that you regularly sell is the last thing that I want. But they didn't do that this year, which I thought was nice. And they had a nice variety in that holiday pack, which I enjoyed. Oh, I see. Okay. Again, I'm randomly hitting buttons just to see what the hell, because I'm not really sure if you want to know the truth. Slancha. Oh, that beer is nice. It really is. So let me pour my sill. Let me see, what do I want to have here? I grabbed another glass. I wanted to start with that cheap whiskey, kind of take the edge off of everything. This vanilla porter is nice. It's only 5.8. But the vanilla notes are just beautiful on this beer. It's nice and delicate. It's just gorgeous. I'm kind of surprised. I haven't been the biggest Sam Adams fan over the last, let's say about a decade and a half. I felt at one point they were really on the cutting edge, and I felt like there was a point where they kind of gave that up just to be safe. But I got to be honest with you, I hadn't bought a mixed pack in a while. This one has been very impressive. This Oak Vanilla Porter. It's been a while since I've had the old Fezziwig, and that was rather enjoyable, I got to admit. Let's see. What should I pour? I think I'm going to pour. Let's pour something good. Kind of in the mood here. I'm going to pour this Endeavor Brewing and Spirits out of Columbus, Ohio. This is their malt whiskey. It is at 90 proof. Let me show you that bottle as it fades in and out of the shot. See, I can't figure out what's going on with this. I can't figure it out, man. I'm coming in and out. Not going to pour much, just about an ounce in there because I'm not going to need a lot here. What do I do with it? I'm using my Hard Rock glass here. There it is. Forgot where I put the stopper there. My Hard Rock Tulsa glass here. Oh, yeah, it's a great single malt whiskey. Let me read just a hint here. Spirit of Adventure. No, I don't need to read that. Our single malt whiskey is made using a combination of Scottish whiskey malt, imported Speyside, and specialty malt from Belgium. This delicate whiskey provides notes of sweet and earthy flavors. Yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous, man. Very sweet initially, sweeter than most. They mentioned Speyside, so it feels like they're going for a single malt Scotch, but it is a little sweeter, almost more like a single malt Irish. A little sweet up front, notes of honey, heather. But then you get that little bit of, that little bit of smoke in there that brings it back to that Scotch-like feeling. Mercy. Anyways, I'm gonna keep tinkering around with this thing. I don't like the way I keep fading in and out, but I've never tried to use a background like this before, so there's probably a way to solve that problem. I just have no idea what it what it might be. And this puts the comments up different than StreamYard, so I'm gonna have to get used to that difference. I do have StreamYard to about the end of the month, so I may go to that to do a second video this evening, but I want to tinker around with this just to see. It's like I said, it's about a third of the price. And I just couldn't afford what StreamYard has gone up to. And there's certain things about it that have become more difficult. I bought the service that I had, or paid for the service for the year that I had, for certain features, and over the course of the year, those things have gone away. Not all of it has been StreamYard's fault. Some of it's the other channels. Facebook has changed how it allows you to go live. So has X, and so has other things. So it's just been difficult, and you've got to pay premium to go live on X or Twitter, and I'm just not going to pay that asshole any money. I mean, I just shouldn't leave the platform. That pecker's got enough money. I'm not going to pay X amount a month for that asshole to get even richer. He can kiss my ass. I've got no use for that platform anyway. But Facebook has made it more difficult to go live, so that's becoming an issue. That was the issue getting it. It kept telling me to do this and do this and do this, and I was following those steps. But then it kept bringing me back to the beginning. It kept going around in circle, and nothing was getting solved. So I'll have to get some help to figure that out. But I was having trouble with that through StreamYard. I can get it on my main page or my personal profile, but getting it other places was getting more difficult. So I did what I did here was just send the link. So the link is in those places. So although you can't watch it from there per se, you can, if you're on Facebook or one of my pages, all you'd have to do is click the link and go there. I mean, you just hit the page and it's right there. So you won't be watching it from Facebook, but it's easy to get to from there. Oh, mercy. But if I could figure out this to get these glitches out, I kind of like the idea of putting a background on there. This one was kind of neat. That is one of the reasons I took a lot of the pics I did in hopes of being able to do that, using some of them as backgrounds. Because that sour barrel room makes a nice picture. I remember when we got there, I opened up the garage door and looked. I said, "Oh, look, dear, look at all this." She just looks at her. Okay. What am I looking at? All right. But look at all these barrels of aging beer in there. Okay. Yeah, I guess unless you're a beer geek, it means absolutely nothing. Oh, excuse me. But there were sometimes that I would look out there and there'd be somebody working. So I would yell down at them, "Hey, how you doing?" They'd yell back up, "Hi!" Sometimes we'd have a short conversation. Then, so we were on the third level. It's a 3-level hotel. So we were on the top level, but you could see folks leaving their rooms from the first and second floor. So then when they come out and I was looking out there and having a beer or whatever, I'd wave them, "Hey, how you doing?" And they look up, "Hi." Just talking to random strangers. My wife just shakes her head at me. There wasn't a balcony per se. You didn't look, but you opened up that. It was just like a garage door, and you look right into. I wish there was just a little balcony where you could step out there, but it's right there at your window. And there's only 2 rooms that do that. We had one of the 2. It was really cool. It was a nice room. The shower beer was awesome. I love the shower beer, man. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to wrap up my test video here and keep trying to figure it out. Anyway, I'm the beer whisper, BeerVangelist, prolific drinker, Purveyor of Wisdom, and all right, good guys.